Hey, fourth graders, this is a tutorial on how to use this Google Slides on Choose Your Own Adventure. So you'll find this, should say template possibly, or it should have your name on it when you look under Google Classroom. So I'm going to walk you through how to put the information into this Google Slides template, and there's all kinds of changes you can make. But the very first thing that I want you to do is to type your information into this document. That's the very most important thing. We want to do all of that before we add any pictures or anything like that. I know it's kind of fun to make things pretty and exciting, but we want to get the guts of your story in first. So let me explain how to do this. You want to go through, look at the first slide, and that's the title of your story. So you want to put your title here and your name, of course. We want to know who did it. And then just give us a little background on your story. Put the title here, and then why did you decide to write about this, or anything that you want your reader to know. So then we get to jump right into the heart of your story here. This is where we start out. We start writing that introduction, and this box can be moved around. It can be made bigger and all kinds of things. And don't worry about the size of the font right now, because that's not the important thing. The important thing is that you get your typing information on it at first. Okay, before you do anything else, make sure this is done, and don't edit these words yet. Let Mrs. Klepper help you with that. Okay, so the next slide is what happens when your characters choose this first choice. So this is where you're typing that part of your story. Okay, so you went from introduction to first choice, and then the slide below is their second choice. And like I said, don't be changing any of the words or anything like that. We want to get the story all typed in and run through it in presentation mode to see how it looks before we go any further. Okay, now slide number 6. That's the second part of your story. So you type in this information and you get to decide what happens after either choice 1 or 2 has been made this time. So your character is going to be given 2 other choices to make. So you type all that information, and once again, this box is movable, and you can do all types of things like that once your story has been written. Okay, so the next box, slide number 7, is this on your second part of your adventure. This is the first choice your characters can make. And then the following slide is the second choice your characters can make. So just like before, don't make any changes to this. We can later on. I'm going to have a part in class where I explain to everyone how we do that. It just could get a little darn confusing at this point in time. So you've got that. You've got your second adventure, first and second choice. And then the very last slide, slide number 9, is the conclusion of your story. So this is just the very first part of this project, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all your stories. And I want to make sure that we can share them with your parents or your grandparents or whoever you'd like to see it. So happy writing, and on to the next adventure.